There's Nirvana, Jeff and Jeremy. It's KZOZ. It's 11 minutes after 7 o'clock.
Come to think of it, this is going to be a good guy to talk about what we were just talking about the plastic bags and the paper bags and in San Luis Obispo County, how they are.
I feel like I'm
going to start forcing us to use plastic bags. And
walking into a Democratic Party office, championing my conservative ways.
Wave Tribe Surf Accessories is known for being sustainable and not reaping too much from the earth.
Yeah.
And we're now joined by Derek Dodds. He is the owner of Wave Tribe, which you can buy exclusively at the Shell Beach Surf Shop. And Derek, I know you're down in Ojai, so you probably didn't have a chance to hear our last conversation that we had. But we here in San Luis Obispo County, more than likely very soon are going to be forced to bring our grocery bags to the grocery store with us. And we think that's a good idea. In the grand scheme of things, it's a good idea. But what happens when we get to the grocery store and realize, oh man, I forgot my reusable grocery bag?
Well, you could get your Wave Tribe surfboard bag out of the car and put your groceries right in that.
But what if I forget my Wave Tribe grocery bag?
You could take off your shirt and make a pseudo bag out of your shirt.
What if you're a little bit of a fat guy like me?
Yeah, no grocery store is going to want us taking off our shirt using it as an impromptu grocery bag.
That's going to backfire real soon.
I would imagine that, Wave Tribe being known for sustainable surf accessories and everything like that you guys would be huge supporters of people recycling things like reusable grocery bags, using reusable grocery bags and getting the plastic bags and the paper bags out of the grocery stores. But what are you, come on, you've gone shopping recently, right?
Oh yeah, I just shopped this morning for coffee.
Okay, and did you take your bag?
I didn't take my bag, and you know what, I don't think that paper bags are such a bad thing, because I bring the groceries home, then I use the paper bags for my trash can and reuse that. So that's a win-win for everybody as far as I'm concerned.
You see, when we were talking about this with the some places, they just give you the plastic. You don't even have time to think about it or anything when they ask you. And Jeremy owns a dog. I own a dog. We've had some friends of the program who own dogs. We use those plastic bags to clean up after our dogs.
Sure.
So, they're reused. Probably not the best thing for society, but if we're reusing them, or maybe we like getting those, to dictate what's going on up here in San Luis Obispo County is they're looking at passing a law that's going to make it a requirement for grocery stores not to carry or give the option of paper or plastic. They're going to just give the option of where's your recyclable bag.
Yeah, I think that gets to more of a fundamental issue of, people telling us how we're going to live, which, as Americans, we don't like that. So,
yeah.
It's a much bigger issue than plastic versus paper. If I want to go to the store and have put my groceries in a bag, I should have that right. But anyway, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, and that's exactly where we were coming from on that, because we were catching some crap about it last week, and Jeremy went to the fair last night. He caught some crap about it last night. And it's like, well, wait a minute, you're missing the big issue here. The big issue is they're telling us what to do, not pretty soon, is it gonna, and what's it gonna come down to? You got to tell us where our kids have to go to school. You got to tell us what we're gonna use to put in our groceries in when we go shopping and stuff like that. Is you got to draw the line, and that's kind of what we were getting
and
at.
we were kind of talking about the fact that you should just let the marketplace decide for it. Like Jeff was using, he goes to Trader Joe's, and whenever he forgets to bring his burlap sack or whatever it is, he always feels like he's standing there with no underwear on, or no pants on, because he sticks out like a sore thumb. And
now that you've tipped me off on the shirt concept, though, I'll offer it.
There you go.
So as far as the marketplace goes with you guys and sustainable surf products and stuff like that, how has that gone for you guys, with the kind of things that you guys do over there?
Well, it's going really well. I think, aligned with that issue, it's also an upward battle, because we can't force people to buy sustainable surf products. So you have certain surfers that understand that there is a close relationship between ecology and surfing, and the ocean is our playground, so it's kind of a no-brainer if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, there are a lot of people that just don't think about it, and they buy whatever the best surfer is using, or they read these magazines and they get bombarded with advertisements, so they buy that. And I think you guys are onto something, that if people really they're conscious and they buy consciously, then they're going to pick an alternative that is ecological, because they want to have a lighter footprint on the planet and just do the right thing, really.
Yeah, I mean, Billabong, chances are they're not really caring about the products and how sustainable they are or where they're manufactured or anything like that. They're just worried about cranking out as much as they possibly can. It's a huge international company.
Exactly.
Um,
I think that also we're a smaller company, so it's a lot easier
Right.
for us to supply the surfer, the conscious surfer, with the product that he's interested in. Whereas some of the bigger companies, they're just looking at their bottom line and trying to figure out how many dollars they can squeeze out of people.
So how did you and Stu get hooked up with the Shell Beach Surf Stop? Because he's kind of about the same vibe here on the Central Coast. It's all about community.
Exactly, and I think that's the thing that really resonates with Wave Tribe customers and with Stu's customers, is that it is about community. It's about caring for the customer. It's about caring for the ocean. It's about caring for each other, really, when it comes down to it. And then buying products that support that ideology and that vision, and working with people like Stu and myself that have a similar vision for ecology and really for caring for the customer. That, for me, is what it's all about.
And what are some of the products that you guys, sustainable products that you guys do?
So we do a recycled surfboard leash. We're the only one in the industry, believe it or not, that does a recycled surfboard leash. We do mainly hemp board bags. So all our board bags are made out of recycled plastic and hemp, and no, you can't smoke them. And a lot of other travel accessories, backpacks, and we also do a cork deck pad. So the deck pad is the pad that goes on the back of the surfboard to keep your foot from slipping, and we make that out of cork. So we're using progressive materials in ways that nobody else is using them, and providing a high quality product to the surfer.
When you started, how did you come about the cork as a replacement for the deck pad?
Well, you're gonna laugh, but I was thinking about how I can make a different deck pad, and I made a couple of deck pads out of recycled EVA, which is the material that normal deck pads are made, and it wasn't working, and it kept falling apart. And I was at dinner one night, and I had a bottle of wine, and I uncorked the bottle, and I looked at the cork, and I was like, you know what? I bet this would do really well, because it floats in water. When you look, the surface of it is it kind of clings to your foot, right? And I talked to my factories, and I said, let's make up a couple of different ones and see how they came out, and it was really a beautiful mixture.
All right, very cool. Well, hey, can you hang on a second? We want to get to a break. We got to talk about the movie that's happening over at the Shell Beach Surf Shop, and then we want to get the report on the waves. Derek Dodds, Wave Tribe. By the way, their website, you can check it out. Very cool. It's Wave Tribe. There's Chats, KZOZ 728. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Derek Dodds joins us. He's the owner of Wave Tribe, sustainable surf products. You can go on wavetribe.com if you want to find out a little bit more about it. They're going to be out at the Shell Beach Surf Shop tomorrow night for their big movie night, and they're going to be handing out some products. They got a lot of free stuff that they're going to bring, so you can go check out the movie and pick up some surf gear as well. Dave, tell us a little bit about the movie, man.
Yeah, the movie's Thicker Than Water. It's a surf flit, basically, and we're putting it on at sunset and giving away some great Wave Tribe gear.
Now, is that's super sustainable for everybody in attendance? But is that okay for you? I mean, you got to be taking a huge hit in the wallet if you're going to be giving away all your gear.
Oh, I'm more than happy to give away gear to Stu's customers. He's been such a great supporter of us, and it's a pleasure. More than a pleasure.
Now, you were telling us a little bit earlier about the cork deck pads. Can people inquire with Stu at the Shell Beach Surf Shop on how to get those as well?
Oh, yeah. He's an expert in all Wave Tribe gear. Just give him a call anytime at night, 3 a.m. He'll tell you the whole spiel.
Now, you've got the surf report for us, even though you're down in Ojai. You know what's breaking here on the Central Coast, or in the northern part of the Central Coast.
So we've got a northwest, west-northwest, and south-southwest playful mix.
Whoa.
Some fun waves at 2 to 3 feet, and we got a high tide of 3.99 feet at 10:48 today. So you might want to get out early because that tide stays high all day long.
Ooh.
The swell's going to be maxing on Saturday. It starts to fade on Sunday.
Okay.
And then you've got another swell on its heels, so you're going to have waves for the next 5 or 6 days.
Nice.
Looking really fun, and I'll be bringing my surfboard with me.
Now, you ride a longboard as well?
I don't. I ride what's called a mini Simmons, which is kind of a progressive alternative board.
Oh, wait. Is this one of those longboards that's cut off at like 6 feet?
Yeah, mine's about 5'9", but yeah, a lot of people that look at it think it's a cut-off longboard, but
right.
It's not. It's a really fun shortboard, actually.
And how do you like when you ride those? Is it kind of like a skateboard? Like, you know how you got to get a skateboard going and you move it up and down, you move it up and down. Is that what it's like when you ride those?
Yeah, a little bit, except for you got to really lean into your turn, so there's a lot less pivoting and more kind of using your whole body as you surf.
Where are you gonna be riding this weekend? And do you know times? Because it is a trip watching somebody ride on these boards.
Yeah, I mean, Stu and I are probably going to surf Saturday morning, so probably around the pier. He's got a little hideout place that he knows about that I can't say anything about on the radio. He'll tell me.
It's like a secret society with you guys.
We should be around there somewhere. Email Stu and he'll tell you.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
right, very cool. Well, nice talking to you, Derek, and look forward to the movie tomorrow night. ShellBeachSurfShop.com is the website to find out more details on the movie. If you want to find out more about sustainable surf products, you can go to wavetribe.com. Thanks a lot for taking a few minutes, man. We appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. Smoked.
All right, there he is. There's Derek Dodds. So, I like that. That's a cool guy. Sustainable. He does the products, cool. But he's realistic.
The cool thing is about it is he's the only, which is weird. You look at something that is so surrounded by the eco culture of surfing. I mean, God, the ecology is so important to the surfing recreation. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and to think that he's the only one that is making recycled products for your surfboard just blows my mind. You would think all of them would be doing it. That's the area that needs to be told, hey, change the way you guys are doing stuff, not us. It's like, hey, don't make sure you bring your bags to the grocery store. It doesn't. I mean, yeah, tell us. Okay, we know now. You know what I mean?
Sure, for sure. When I was talking to Jen on Monday, she was saying that, the leash, she'll break a couple a year usually. As soon as she got these recyclable, sustainable Wave Tribe ones, it's lasted her all year. She hasn't broken out. It's actually more durable than the ones you buy that are just freshly produced.
Well, you know why? Because those ones that you buy that are freshly produced are also freshly produced and mass produced by factories in other parts of the world that their job is to just crank out as many as possible and not pay attention to the details. So when you go recycled, you pay attention to the detail a little bit.
Coming up, we'll check news and sports. AC/DC on deck, too.